Phil Sauteur's family is a proud one. Thanks to his meticulous attention to detail, they're able to understand something of what he lived through during the occupation.
If this diary had been found, he'd have been in a lot of trouble.
We can't get used to this Central European time. I get annoyed with the BBC for telling me it's 7:45 a.m. when I know quite well it's nearly 9 and time we went to work.
Phil's daughter, Susan, recognised the value of her father's snapshot in time and decided to edit the diaries for publication.
He wrote things in the diary as they were happening day to day, and he used expressions that he used in his speech, so I could actually hear his voice in my head as I was doing it. It actually brought him back. At first, in the early days, they actually had enough to eat, but the diet was very, very limited. As time went on, it gradually tightened up until after June 1944, when the island was under siege, it got very, very tight.
The shops are starting to feel the pinch. The only sweets available are sticks of rock, and there's very little beer left, and we have not the wherewithal to brew it. The only eggs I've tasted since we got in this bad way are a few that my erstwhile storeman smuggled out for me.
At times he bought pork on the black market. At first he didn't like that idea at all, but as time went by he passed the comment he did not want to be the corpse at one of the inquests they used to have on malnutrition, and so he got pork where he could, and it was shared amongst neighbours and friends.
Along with the diaries, the family's collection of artefacts from daily life in Jersey in the 40s when Phil ran a builder's merchants. Red Cross parcels and even emergency currency, sixpenny notes which had to be printed because islanders understandably hoarded the silver coins. It's all an important legacy for Phil's descendants.
We never got to meet our grandfather. He died in a tragic fishing accident when my mum was 17. Much as we've had stories of our other three grandparents that are still alive, it's really nice to actually put some feeling behind, sort of feel the man. His phrases and the way he spoke and the way he thought in the books have really sort of brought him alive to us, which has been excellent.
Luke and I are very, very fortunate because Mum has a real love of her island and she shares all parts of her knowledge and history. But because this is so personal to her, it absolutely means the world to her. And it's been a real joy to watch her, and she just comes alive when she talks about it, and it's so great for her to be able to share it with everyone.
This simple desk is among the family treasures. Phil removed it from the military hospital at Liberation. This is the first time it's been brought back since, and Susan is using it to sign copies of the book at the war tunnels.
I think he comes across as a gentleman to have behaved the way he did throughout that long period of time. What is amazing, he never ever gave up the belief that the British were going to win that war, even when it got really, really bad. I've got a feeling that he's looking down and he's very, very proud.
And so, failing any outstanding news in the near future, I close my book of words. Writing it has been a comfort for me these past 5 years. I've enjoyed it.
The fact that Phil wrote he could enjoy writing in such dark days is surely a tribute to the spirit of hope that all would be well again one day. Thanks to him, we can all have a fresh insight into a time forever imprinted in the history of the islands. Wesley Smith, ITV News, St Lawrence.